Final Popper will leave it for Rashford. He strikes. Oh, it's a goal! Staying on his feet this time. Look, they went for Martial. Lovely touch by Fernandez. Cavani! Rashford all the way across goal. What a finish!
Welcome everyone and welcome to AllinAllunited Champions League nights, guys. It's official. We eliminated from the Champions League, and it really telling when your fan base, right, going into the game, not sure of the chances. You know, I don't know how much Man United fans you all would have spoken to before the game, but the ones that I talked to wasn't too confident going into the game. You know, and I mean, when you have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, and allow me to repeat something I've been saying for quite some time, right? But when you have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo coming off the back of a hat trick, you know, Bruno Fernandes, and Ralph said before the game he had no injury concerns. Everybody was fit, right? So we had our full squad, and you still don't fancy your chances going into a second leg, playing at home.
At Old Trafford.
Yeah, at Old Trafford capacity, right? Conte spoke about, you know, the fans in the game against Spurs weekend. And Ralph kind of piggyback on that in the press conference, talking about, you know, the 12th man and the 13th man, right? And anyway.
What Ralph mentioned too, he also said that it's up to the team to get the fans involved. So the fans wouldn't be firing up if the team not doing well, right? And our team very inconsistent. So I don't think I thought we would have pulled it off at one point, but we're so inconsistent these days is that I just don't know. I just don't know what to say about this team anymore.
Yeah. But before we move on, right? We have, you know, somebody on the inside, you know, not a familiar face, you know. JP, we know him from the comment section as John Paul Belma. So welcome, buddy. It's really, really nice to have you on AllinAllunited. The circumstances unfortunate, but with Man United, you could never tell. But welcome. Thanks for coming on the show. And tell us a little bit about yourself and, you know, how you've come to this place to be a Man United supporter and put yourself through all this stress, bro.
Yeah, well, good night, everybody. I would have liked to be on Saturday show. That might have been the better one, but I'll take it as I get it. Nice to be here. Well, like most people in the Caribbean and Trinidad especially, I become a United fan because of Dwight York. Knowing that Trini repping out there wearing a Man United jersey, that was my first thing that bring me to the club. And then the more I start to follow the team and you learn about the history, the whole Munich disaster and where the club come from that and move forward, everything you learn about it, the greatness of Sir Alex Ferguson, not just where he started at Manchester United, but when you hear a story from Aberdeen too, all that, like the history of the club itself, that is what really pulled me in to be a fan. That's why I will stick with the team up to now with all the stress that it put me through.
Yeah, and that's a true fan there, boy. So nice, we're glad to have you on, Belma. You know, so fellas, I mean, I don't want to, the last time I do this, Chef Carl with me, but I'm still gonna do it because we had a check for each other now, you know. So how are you going? Chef, how are you going? How are you going, Chef? Tell me.
Hi, yes.
It's been a while. Lion.
Yes, it's been a while. My little entry back into playing football kept me out of the show. Good night to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. God, Manchester could spoil vomit, boy. Jesus Christ.
And that's hard to do, eh? To spoil from it.
But I cool, man. I cool. All is well. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's family is doing well.
Nice. Lion, talk to me. How are you going?
I'm doing well. Because to be honest, with this team now, you could get anything. So I'm not surprised anymore.
Nope.
I'm not surprised that we lose today. So I I live in my life. These fellas having all this millions of dollars and
Yep.
a good time, and I poor, and I will cry over them.
Hey,
Right?
hey.
Nico freeze. He doing a Maguire again. Always.
We could.
So
Is it possible to rescind Rashford award he get from United? You can rescind that.
I don't know.
I want to start. I want to start. Where does call them thing is passed wrong?
A
On
petition.
me?
A petition. I want to start a petition to rescind that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be no
No.
OBE or
Nah,
because he's too much of a JAK boy. God, boys. Anyhow, I'm taking away everybody's time. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Phil. How are you doing?
Oh, am I doing?
Like the candles.
Oh yes.
NDE.
Yeah, so you know what? Rest in peace to the 2021-2022 season for
Yep.
the club called Manchester United.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready for World Cup 2022. Let me know who you're supporting. Let me know who you're supporting for World Cup 2022.
Anytime I see Harry Maguire on that English side, I ain't supporting England.
He did.
I really gonna be
He picked sure.
He
I really
picked
gonna I'm gonna be a wagonist. Real talk.
Shaw.
I'm gonna support France or somebody. I ain't supporting no side with Harry Maguire. Nah.
Nico, talk to me. How we doing?
They're so confused.
I think you're on mute.
Yeah.
Nico, I think your audio. I'm not sure if your audio. So you gotta check your audio and come back, Nico.
And the internet giving a problem.
Yeah, he moving slow like Maguire, boy.
Yeah.
I can't talk because my internet playing the fool as well. Anyway, so let me get some comments, guys, and then we are getting to it now. Jody on the inside.
Man,
Blessed night
like
to you too.
blessed night, Jody boy. I didn't see her to tell you, my condolences, bro.
Yeah. That was a real sad situation, eh, boy?
Yep.
But Jody's a man champion in the cause for his comrades, he real on a drive trying to,
Yeah,
fight for justice and thing too.
I've been seeing what he doing on social media, and I rate that man.
Yeah. David Gittins, thanks for joining, man. He's saying good evening, gents. The most we could do going forward is to start rebuilding the club for next season. 21-22 is over for us, right?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I will pin that. So I want to deal with that statement.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
Entitled, we getting knocked out. All right, Juju. All right. John Paul. Henry, this is the next John Paul we have on
This one is the French version. He's Jean Paul.
Jean Paul. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Thanks for the correction. Good night to you too, buddy. Joey saying here, Manchester United. Couldn't have been said better. All right. Europa Conference League next season.
Imagine that.
No wonder.
Brazil, nothing.
Jesus Shaw. Yeah, boy, but I ain't feel like repeating that right now. But I hear you, right? Hey, Richard, good night, man. Good night. Simeon saying, ain't nobody surprised. Like Ralph self-shrugged his shoulders. Yeah, Ralph. Anytime Ralph talking, Ralph realized he jump out of the pot into the fire with his team, yes? Dream Chaser, thanks for joining, man. Disappointments, yeah, boy. Ray Ramlal, thanks for joining. Good night to you too. I find Bruno just complain too much, eh? Gosh, man. He gets it on my nerves. He now getting on your nerves, right?
That's true.
No, getting on your nerves?
But you should have seen him off today, though. I do agree with him coming off today.
Andrew Khan saying good night, guys. I think it's going to be a long time before we play Champions League again. Oh gosh, boy, that thing frightening. But
I wouldn't say that. Not I wouldn't.
watch me, the reality of that's not far fetched and all here. I mean, it's easy for me to say.
You gotta do good business first.
All right. So I would just that statement. I think I was talking to Lion about that. What the guy said about rebuilding. You know what is the one good thing we have going for us is at the end of the season there's so much players either out of contract rundown, contract hasn't been renewed, that we literally have space now to truly finally do a proper rebuild.
Yeah.
And I as a fan, as a fanatic, find our segue should be we bringing back a few of them fellas and them on loan who deserve to be here. And I talk about the young fellas.
Not
And
Anthony. Not Anthony.
Anthony who boy? Yeah. But
Check.
We here now be.
Right.
Yeah. So and we sign a few proper players who willing to not just be a diva but come and fight for this club, and let all them fellas and them who clearly don't want to be at Manchester go their way.
Yeah.
We actually lucky that we're gonna finish the season. Lion, how much we did count? About 10 of them?
Could be about, yeah. Could be more.
Right.
But
yeah. That
the foundation is about 9.
the door open. And we had to look at all the readers. This is not blaming one player, but what does it tell you when the club captain, a centre back, is taken off to go for search for goals? That they look at you first and take you off, the club captain. What I say, boy?
Wasn't first though. Wasn't first. Say the last one. I think he had the first sub.
But he still gets some.
No.
He still
No,
gets
but
some.
what I talk about, remember, we made that substitution in defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he was the last defender. But why they didn't take off Varane?
That's to show he's not a strong enough defender.
That's right. That is my point. That he's not enough of a leader, and he's not enough of a good player to warrant staying on the pitch. And that says a lot about your captain.
So well, as we on that now, let's look at team sheets and your thoughts about the team selection from Ralph going into the game. So JP, take me off now. What's your thoughts on the team sheets?
Well, anytime you see Maguire, that is always the first thing that's getting vexed. If everybody fit, Maguire shouldn't be on the team. That's the first thing. And I thought the balance that we had against Tottenham was a decent balance. And we interfere with that. Bruno wasn't terrible today, but you see how Pogba was playing in that position against Spurs, and Matic being the anchor in the team, giving the freedom to Fred. McTominay did it at a point in the first half. I wouldn't fight him because we start off the game looking real good. I was feeling hyped when the game started. But you see the changes I would make from Saturday: Maguire off, Lindelof in, and Ilanga for Marcus.
Nice.
That's where I started.
Nice. Nicole, team sheets?
Yeah, I guess the only surprise to me was the no Pogba. That was the only surprise to me. I think Pogba looked okay against Spurs. He'd have played the full 90. He looked fit enough for me against Spurs. I thought he'd have played today. And especially knowing that we'd have had the lion's share possession, because for Atletico games more or less, the other team would have the majority of possession, but they'd have still win, right? So I was expecting Pogba, knowing that maybe that extra bit of creativity might have worked, because we know how Bruno does be in possession. However, that for me, that's the only really surprise in the lineup. Otherwise, I wasn't really surprised.
All right, nice. Phil, tell me now.
Let me be honest with you guys, right? I didn't care who we start. I just wanted a result. I didn't care. Man United could have called up any one of us from this panel right now to start. I didn't care. I just wanted a result. We could have played anybody in the wrong positions. I just wanted us to advance today, and it didn't happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were no players on the field that didn't perform terrible, but this is a results business, right?
That's it.
Fred and McTominay bossed the midfield today, but
Yep.
bossing the midfield does not get you through to a Champions League quarterfinal because two people bossing the midfield and everybody else not creating or taking their chances. And here we are now, right? I was just about a result today. I didn't care about the performance. I just wanted a result. But we move.
Yeah, Lion.
I thought we'd have gone with the same team from on the weekend because the team performed well on the weekend and disrupting that balance. You would get a different performance. So I was a little surprised. I didn't expect him to drop Maguire because for some reason he keeping Maguire on the team right through.
Politics. Testing 1, 2, 3. Politics. Anyway, go ahead.
But maybe he getting fed up of him. That's why he took him off. I don't know, but I didn't expect. I expected him to at least start longer today.
Chef.
What are we talking about? Oh, all right. Start. Yeah, does really say you need comedy in this life, yes? But you'll go mad. Starting lineup. I was pretty cool with the starting lineup, to tell you the truth. I was a little surprised to see Pogba not start. But that being said, Pogba was okay against Spurs. He wasn't like setting the game on fire or anything like that. So, I was cool with the starting lineup as long as I just don't want to see Marcus Rashford and Harry Maguire in a starting lineup. That was me. I get 1 out of my 2 wishes. So, yeah.
Nice. So let me just get your comments and then we could go into the game, guys, right? Because as I said before, I only saw the first half, I didn't see the second half. Well, at least not yet, right? So I'll lean in on you all to Jody here saying if Marcel was there, we win that game. And of course, what are you saying?
We needed that extra on the front.
Rakesh and Arun, good night, guys, and thanks for joining. Dwayne here, Night Brothers didn't see the game, but yeah, for sure. Sinatra, welcome, buddy. It's been a while. Thanks for joining. He's saying, I hope we make top 4 in EPL. Imagine a big team like us have hope to make top 4. That looking hard too. Back in the day was first or second. Yeah, last day action.
You still a big team?
Aaron Jones on the inside. He's saying, Chef, you DM anybody for help? I remember when he was telling me how you DM Ronaldo. Oh gosh. Daniel Bola, thanks for joining, man. He's saying, this is a local United show that's providing that from Trinidad and Tobago, right? Thanks for joining, man. Tune in after every game.
What we accept anybody from anywhere around the world.
Yes.
Yep.
So we always here after every Man United game. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Simeon saying them 5 seconds Ilanga lay down looking for that foul. He could have been too much pouting.
That's a nonsense talk.
No.
I ain't accepting that.
For that. No.
Which one they talking about in the first half when Ilanga?
First half.
That was not foul. That was not foul.
That was not a foul. Exactly. I wasn't giving that a foul.
That was not
foul. Nah,
Which one are you talking about?
No.
When the score?
When the player was led to the goal,
Yeah.
Oli wasn't given that a foul?
No.
You want Ilanga? Don't
Oli
give me
Russian?
Nah, chef.
To be fair to Chef, in the Champions League, just call them thing.
But
Yeah,
Nico, but you no
We have
no.
seen the call them
No,
ball
no,
and
no, no, no,
more
no.
control of the ball than Lodi.
Bro,
Lodi push him.
bro,
No.
Ilanga was in front of the man, you know.
Listen,
I see
It wasn't
in
shoulder to
Champions League,
shoulder,
boy.
you know.
nah. I
remember
realize
you were a
referees.
nice
Not too easy. Too easy.
No, referees
How?
nowadays in the Champions League, Nico,
Running at that
Yeah.
speed.
are being are letting a lot of things go. Right? And
But,
when
But
you
bro,
watch back
if
that,
you
I
running,
see- I
that
if
was
you
not foul.
running,
That was
some
not foul.
games,
Nah.
referees
but if
calling
you
that.
running
I
at
see
a
some referees
speed,
calling that.
any touch
Any
is
touch
going
was
to
good,
overbalance you.
Yeah.
So how is that not a foul?
Nah, I find that was real soft. Nah.
the hell I
I
hear
been
him
honest with
calling
you. I
wicked,
been
boy.
nah. I take it that's a wicked, but I don't know foul. I don't know foul.
That's a
Right?
foul.
Yeah,
Well,
Some referees might
apparently
not
the
call.
referee
Some
agreed.
referees might not
That
call
being
it.
said, that was on the other side of the field. We
Correct.
come and get more.
Correct.
So
Correct.
the ball still had to come back and travel a good distance. We should have been composed enough to defend. The
Correct.
man gets an open header.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see somebody say the here get beaten near post again.
They're
I
not
just wonder
there.
if men feel the man is Spider-Man, you
They're
know.
not there.
This
They're
is somebody
not
saying
there.
Maguire wasn't nowhere to be found. But
Yeah,
as
that
a
is Dallo.
defender,
The
especially
only, the
as
only,
a
re-
right
the only
back,
reason, the only reason
you supposed to look over your shoulder, see you coming
initially I was
behind.
looking at Dallo, right? Because I thought Dallo would have picked up the man, but Dallo had about 3 or 4 guys to mark as well too. So
Yeah.
it would be a bit
Yep.
lenient to Dallo.
But
Even though the guys
you had at least look over your shoulder as a defender. You look over, do a quick glance.
Awareness.
You have to be aware
Like
of
it was,
where
it
you
wasn't
Awareness.
like a quick whip ball where it was like
No, it wasn't. And
it
that's
had
what I'm
some
saying.
kind of float on it, so he had time to react a little.
It wasn't a hard ball. The man didn't hit the ball, you know. He lobbed it, you know.
It was
Yeah.
a lob. He
That
had
was
time to react.
watching the football.
Yeah.
So who had fault for that goal, JP?
I put more sight on Dallo. The defense, we know our defense and as a total have a problem with organization. But
Yeah.
you had to be aware as a multi-million-dollar paid footballer. You had to have that
Thank
awareness
you.
as somebody behind you.
Yeah.
And then the communication too, because even the hair should be shouting to your man too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
yes.
that. So it's
The hair
communication in the
should
whole
be
defense.
shouting. The centre backs should be shouting. Because if men shouting at each other, then Dallo now would go at that man and then the centre backs would cover him.
Yeah.
I think it lack of communication. You know,
It was.
because
Our
because-
defense
because
don't communicate
also,
well.
right? Because also, let me say if Ilanga wasn't down, right? Ilanga would have been the player to
Should
track.
have been there.
To get it
Lodi.
exactly.
Should have been
So,
there, yeah.
so now with Dallo in his mind thinking, all right, because Dallo was marking somebody, you know, it had
Yeah,
somebody
he was.
close to Dallo he was
Exactly.
marking. So
Yeah.
now in his mind he thinking,
was.
all right, well Ilanga will be coming with Lodi, not knowing Ilanga beating the ground, still crying for a foul, right?
Exactly.
And I think it was that communication that
I don't
led to that goal.
know if you guys watched the likes of Liverpool and Man City as well too, right? But look at them. Look at the way how they defend, right? As much as let's go to Liverpool. As much as Mo Salah and Sadio Mane are their front three, those guys are back defending and helping out the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson when it comes to defending, right? You attack as a unit, we defend as a unit as well. And that's something that United has not grasped as yet, right? We will do it for probably 2-3 games, and then the next 2 or 3 other games is back to the same old United.
There was a still shot circulating on social media, and I know sometimes stills don't really tell a proper picture, right? But they were showing when that through ball was played, and I think Tellers had to track the player who was running wide.
Tellers was tracking back. Varane was pulled out.
Maguire was so far ahead of the line that it meant now that Varane had to push to cover that gap that Maguire exposed.
As he
And with
always
that
did.
now, right, that's correct. And with that now, Dallo now had to tuck in.
Exactly.
So this is where Ilanga, if he wasn't, as Nico said, beating the ground, he would have been tracking Lodi, and then that chance may not have been as,
As
free,
open.
as open for Lodi to play team. Maguire had to stop pulling out a position like that. He's slow, he not fast. Why did you putting your body up so
But-
fast?
but you all-
as a
Every
defender,
goal we score, we can play. We can play
always had
But
He
you all-
score against us.
That being said,
one for Maguire.
that ball was a lob.
Yeah, it was slow.
Dog is a lob.
Was
It
not-
wasn't no
Yeah.
bullet pass.
Yeah.
Now
That's
we
what it's the
know
awareness, gotta be
watching
aware.
football. Sometimes watching football on a telly, distances and stuff could be a little bit deceiving.
Mhm.
But again, it was a lob.
It was
So
not-
it was in the air for a bit
Yeah.
for men to look. Aye. We always have an excuse. We always have an excuse. We is the most excuse-worthy club in the whole damn league.
And,
He will.
and let me add something to it, right? Because we say Ilanga was beating the ground, okay, but we have midfielders.
Correct.
Yep.
Where the man running to cover this space? If Ilanga on the ground,
All
we
of-
have
all of
to
them
take
get cut.
awareness.
All of them
It's
cut away with that
awareness.
true ball. That true
Yeah,
ball
but
beat
it's-
over them.
Yeah,
So
One,
if
two, ball.
All of them.
if Ilanga that get injured now, we'd have be blaming him still.
Well, if we longer to get injured, then we just say that foul. I just saying we might get any foul.
Yeah.
Feel-
But you all see that,
Yeah.
and Nico, what you were saying just now, right? With one
Yeah.
true pass cutting through our whole team and throwing off any kind of structure. You
Yeah.
all saw the goal that got
Every game.
disallowed? Or let's see the goal that get disallowed.
Yeah.
How that one true ball just
Yeah.
beat everybody.
that was
Yep.
the warning.
Beat till us
That was the
good.
warning.
That was the warning, exactly. That was the
Yeah.
plan.
That was the
I
one.
know what's coming.
Because you know that's how we just play. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that's how we just play. One true worker beat us, and that
I
was
think,
the plan.
I think teams, when teams setting up to play us, they just play FIFA before and practice the true ball on FIFA because they know once they could get that down, they could beat Manchester United. Well, you don't find them true ball. Every single game
Very true.
we just get beat with that one true ball.
Because it's
Sometimes we just get more.
Well, the man was
Triangle,
Yeah.
triangle.
triangle, bro.
Triangle, yeah.
that
We just
killed
get-
Maguire.
And what that says, it is the way we are set up, is the way we play. Our positional football is terrible as
Terrible.
a defense, as a team, because as my boy Jean-Paul rightfully said, then you have a midfield. You have a midfield.
And when you're a defender, you must have positional awareness of the opposition and your teammates as well too, right? Because it doesn't make sense that I being a right back and I am playing the opposition offside. My two centre backs are playing the opposition offside, and my left back is playing them onside.
Yep.
So that's where positional awareness that my left back has to make aware of. Yo, my right back, my two centre backs are trying to play these guys offside. Let me step up a little bit, because as soon as they go to VAR, most of the times, the opposition is going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that happens a lot with
I just wonder if Harry Maguire was ever taught to play offside trap, because that man could spoil our offside trap, boy. He always the last one behind playing on a man,
Always
you know.
pin up your hand. Always pin up your
every
hand.
time he tried to
Open and
make
free.
the trap, his head will play them on. So.
Yeah, no. As you see that, right, Lion? The commentator, I watch
You come in and talk
BT.
with my head.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah.
That's why you talk with my head, boy. I see a lot
Which way
of
them,
head.
them commentators getting ridiculous. They talk about Maguire big head. They talk about Fred being a Brazilian.
Yeah, boy. Yes.
What going on? What going on with them?
But
What going on with
listen,
them?
I have a friend
You can't talk to the pastor right now, eh?
Yeah. Fred doing
Yo,
nothing. Fred doing nothing.
there was a comment made by the commentator about Harry Maguire's head, right? And the man talked about Harry Maguire will leave alone, and the guy quickly said, "I mean alone in the physical in the physical space." And I was like, oh my gosh! Wow!
Oh yes.
Fred is finally a Brazilian, yes?
Yeah, that we.
Yeah.
I want to know them
Man.
fellas are taking real liberties with Man United, but we the laughing stock and all. Yeah, that real nah.
I'm telling you, that real disrespectful, boy.
Let me just get some comments.
But Van Dijk and Salah.
Yeah, they're saying anything at all. So let me get some comments on guys so we could get into the game, right? Jody saying here, bye bye Pogba, Ronaldo, Martial, Donny van de Beek, Matic, Mata, the whole a lot others as well. Yeah, well, wherever that happen, yes. Nigel, welcome man. He said the fellas have clauses in their contracts that once they fit, they play. Thoughts? Yeah, politics. It has certain players that had to play once they fit. Right? McTominay, right?
If we McTominay in that boy,
Nicole, we don't go through that again. I don't tell you about this thing already.
You call Scott name there, but we don't have a midfield.
Yeah, so why Matic didn't play? Why Matic didn't play?
Matic running legs off against Spurs, boy.
Here now. All fellas are easy now.
I find that as an excuse. Matic is 33. Matic could have started today.
I don't understand why he can start today, especially considering Nico. All right, so we scouting.
Make a star bad pass all over the place.
No, but Nico, we do a scouting report of Atletico. Everybody knew here that Atletico was coming to sit back and try to break on our counter. So we would have had possession. Matic is the kind of calming midfielder that you want on the ball. Like what I'm saying. Do your homework, Ralph.
From day one, myself and Phil has said, once Matic is fit, he is to play.
Yeah.
In the
There's
first
no
leg.
two ways about that.
In the first leg, what was the midfield in the first leg? Well, look at remember.
Matic, Fred. No,
Matic, Bruno and Scott.
Because Scott got injured in the Leeds game.
Scott got injured.
Yeah, but Matic didn't have a bad game in Nico. Matic did not have a bad game in the first leg.
Yeah,
but who played good in the first leg?
Well, I can't
Who played
remember.
good in the first leg or any longer? Come on. We were poor. We didn't have the aggression, and I guess that is why he would have played McTominay today instead of Matic.
But the thing about it is that, to be honest, y'all, I know we searching and we analyzing, but we can't put nothing on Scott and Fred today.
They did wrong today.
We really can't say that. We just
Here is my thing, right, Chef? We can't blame them because it wasn't poor. But at the same time, we're looking for midfielders. Yeah, they're not good. They're not good enough.
Well,
And that's my thing, right?
Don't say
But here's the thing, though.
Okay, well, Fred was okay,
Yeah.
right? But you see McTominay, dog. You see I want to bring you on in the 95th minute to kill off game and that kind of thing. That's why I want to see happen with McTominay.
Actually, he wasn't so bad today, but
I'm not saying he was bad. I'm not saying that. But what we're looking for is better than that. Right?
So,
yeah.
bruh, we did not do what Pogba do today. What Pogba come on and do?
I didn't see the second half, so I don't know.
Not sure of all the scabs on it.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Sign off really.
And then
What Pogba did?
Then Rashford. What Rashford? You talk about
But watch.
Rashford come on.
You guys talking about two guys that came on. I could go up to a starter that was disappointing.
Sancho.
Jadon Sancho.
Sancho make a whole U-turn in the progression he make today.
Yeah.
No, but
I don't know. Sancho get the ball. He turn. It's like he afraid. Dan, you have to be willing to take it.
Chef,
He should have switched to the right too, eh?
Yeah.
He stayed whole game on the left. He could have switched it up and put him on the right.
Exactly. Because I think Atletico identified Sancho as the threat.
Yes.
Yeah, they were
that left side was
Definitely. So what was happening
wasn't making the usual link.
Exactly. So almost 3 players you were seeing around Sancho.
Sometimes
And Sancho, instead of he trying as what Rashford do, Rashford put on his head like a goat and started graze and started run through men. Right? Sancho was just playing it back instead of losing it to try to recycle possession. Every time he had the ball, was trimming around him.
I can show you guys an analogy that I made over the season, right? Once we go a goal down and Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno start fretting and complaining, we don't get back.
Game done.
Because my superstar is complaining, one. Two, my most creative midfielder is complaining. Two, game done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly think that was the main reason he was taken off today. The complaining.
I think so,
Because that is crack up the
Honestly,
team. That is crack up the team too.
Just complain
Yeah.
too much,
And
man.
all of a sudden, Fred is now complaining. Fred got a yellow card against Spurs for complaining, right?
Yeah.
Fred was complaining to the ref today, and Ronaldo had to say, "Yo, chill." So it's almost like I even today Diego Dallo complaining as well. So that's the whole Portuguese speaking clique that complaining every single time.
Like it trickling down to them fellas under, man.
Yeah. Jody saying here, my daughter gone and sleep as the whistle blow for the game to end. She's still sleeping. Yeah, she had to sleep that off by Jody. She had to sleep that off by.
Before the game, man.
She had to sleep that off
lucky
by.
child.
Well, I wish I could have
um,
did that same thing too. Right now.
Hey Junior, welcome man. Hard luck fellas. I don't know if this genuine at all. There's an
No.
Arsenal man now because he living
So you
nice
know,
now, boy.
so you know it ain't genuine. Fire free
See how hard luck you know.
about hard luck. Hard luck, nothing.
Sibian saying here, even schools say it ain't a foul.
But that's
That's
Yeah, now.
schools.
Oh, yeah.
Go code schools.
Yeah,
Oh,
JP,
Who
hear
scores
this.
again?
Hear this, right? This one is for JP. As he talk about
United player anyway, Paul Scholes.
no, but here we're on. Scholes is my favorite United player, but a pundit now. He's suspect bad.
Terrible pundit.
Boy,
Yeah.
Scholes is one of the worst pundit known to whoever was the idea to make Scholes a football pundit is an idiot.
No, that's a genius stroke.
Boy,
man.
that man ain't good at all.
Think
He's
about it.
boring.
Listen
He
what I
have
say.
no expression as a journalist. He does just come and song drive.
Hey, chef,
Boy,
you can imagine Sky Sports or BT Sports or one of them whoever get Messi. Whoever hear Messi talk.
For real.
you ever notice that though? That's it's very rare.
Any one of
The
them
real
get Messi.
big players does come pundits is because plenty of them can't talk good in truth, you know.
Yeah.
But Scholes is a waste. And
But-
Owen voice annoying.
Hear this, right? They were saying, JP, you can start off this one, right? They were saying that they questioning Ralph's appointment. Right? After every game we lost, I realized the Man United fanboy pundits, if I could call them.
Yeah.
Right? They tend to always question why United. Thoughts on Ralph's appointment. Do you think he's at fault for our current situation?
No, you can't
No.
blame Ralph. Ralph come in and meet.
Mess.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it clean, right?
Mess.
So that's what he come in and meet. He come in and meet mess. So you can't expect the man to pull off miracles. And last show they was talking about it where even in the January transfer window, he didn't get any back in.
Nothing.
My thinking is if this man expected to go upstairs and appoint the next manager, then it would make sense to allow him to make at least one or two signings, because if he have the next manager in mind, then he should have an idea as to the type of players for the squad. You didn't get him any back in, so now you can't expect miracles with McTominay and Fred in our midfield. Now Fred doing something, he improved Fred. But
Maybe
McTominay is
that's
just like, I was always class McTominay as a John O'Shea at best. A utility player, you need these players in your team.
I like
But not
JP.
to
Well, I like JP.
Well, I am a big
I'll tell you what, JP.
I am
think
a
about
huge
Van de Beek.
McTominay fan.
let's talk about
But
that.
I agree with you.
I want to hear that one. I want to hear that.
I saw the Van de Beek comment coming from a mile away.
Well, Nico paid already, you know. JP, so go through, go through.
We didn't see enough of Van de Beek, yeah? Like, I'll try to watch him with Everton, but that in itself is a bigger mess than anything. So you can't really judge him in a team that even worse. Like, you come from somewhere, no confidence to go somewhere with worse than what you leave. So I think we get to see him, but I cannot believe that Van de Beek worse than
What we have.
I find it, and I mean,
He's
even
not.
if he not, even
He's
if
not.
I think he not as good, the options in the team so limited in midfield.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
will let him go?
yeah.
Yep.
You have a bare side now,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Chef saying here, Chef, them fellas, Ilanga need to learn to run and balance on water.
You really,
Hey, which way? Which way? Krista saying, wasn't the hair fault, but I felt he could have saved that. What?
No.
Dalo and Ilanga at fault in my
Kristen,
opinion.
Kristen, you just play football? No, man. Because when I hear men make them kind of statements, there had to be a netballer.
and that ball, I saved that man.
Then the man say he thought the man could have saved that, you know. Then that was a pinpoint header, you know.
You see what does
Down
make
in
it
the
hard
ground.
too? Yeah, down and
Down,
up, so you don't know
Yeah.
where
I
where
didn't
to
remember-
go.
expect that to.
Dan, that
He
is
had
what
a-
his
the
picture.
whole goalie man had to cover, you know. So remember,
Yeah.
a ball like that, he could
Thank
have
you.
gone far post too. So he had to be kind of judging where this man going to put the ball.
And then too, what
Dom,
make it difficult is when you head it down and it hit the ground.
That's
that
right.
It go anywhere.
Yeah.
So that was hard to save.
that is
hard to
that
save.
is basic football training. When you attack a ball, you head it down. When it hit that ground, it shoots off.
Let me tell.
There's
Let me
no
tell.
what people
but
say.
another
Let
day-
Let me tell
But
Christian.
De
Let me-
Gea
let me-
and
let me
De
tell
Gea
Chris-
fought. Another
let
day
me
he
tell
could have
Kristen
saved it.
one thing, right? Kristen, David De Gea is human. Okay.
Well, yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
because-
Apparently he's
because-
Spider-Man.
No, because on another day, De Gea maybe could have saved it on another
Yeah.
day. Because
What?
we have you saw the header he saved against the player from Brighton, Moura.
I
You saw that header?
hear you, Nico.
You-
Nico,
Did you
watch.
see that header?
All I want to do is watch the highlights of where that ball went.
I
That
saw
ball
it.
grazed the post, you know.
But what I'm saying is, on another day, at the here, could have saved it, but it doesn't happen
Might
today.
have to get out
But-
on the next day.
And another day, because we have
And that's
seen
it.
where the here has pulled off miracle saves.
Yeah, but
And-
when I watch
You
when
know
I
that
watch the
shot-
replay of where that ball went, I was like, nah.
But that shot he
every
saved
goalkeeper,
today, take that one
every
out.
goalkeeper is going to have one of those not so good days, right? Y'all watch Real Madrid versus PSG. Look at Donnarumma. What Donnarumma
Yeah.
doing that in front of Benzema?
Yeah,
Dan-
stinker, well.
Donnarumma?
Real stinker.
Donnarumma is so overrated, but we ain't gonna get to that.
Chef.
You
I
find
find he's a good
Nah,
keeper.
nah.
I find Donnarumma is a
Dan,
very, very
he is
good
not
goalkeeper.
better than Keylor Navas. No way. I'm not taking that. He's not better than Keylor Navas, though.
No, I don't believe he better than
He does get beat with some real. He doesn't. Granted, I'm not saying the man don't pull off saves, but Dan, he does get beat with real nonsense, and he crazy bad.
I go look at Donnarumma in the next 2 to 3 years, right? Because don't forget, this is a guy who was in
Young.
the first team of AC Milan from 16 years old. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
first team.
Still really young. Yeah.
16. I've never heard of a goal. I can't remember the last time I heard of a goalkeeper to be making a top team first team at
That
16 or
age.
17 years old, right?
Yeah.
So
Casillas. Casillas.
Casillas
And
now,
De Gea.
and Casillas was what 99 2000, right?
Yeah.
De Gea, how old De Gea wasn't much. De Gea was what, 17?
Younger? Yeah, it was 17. When he started
Yeah,
Yeah,
at-
De Gea was 17.
We signed De Gea when he was 21, I think.
No, about 18.
No, 19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, that's 19.
yeah,
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
But he was first choice keeper at Atletico Madrid as well too, right?
Yeah.
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 In fact, about 2 seasons before that. Before
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right. Jesus saying here, the defender pulled the man Ilanga twice. A foul for me. Then they barge into Fred. He got run over. I think the Fred one, right? If that anytime a player stand in front of my next player, I think the foul would have been on Fred rather than Llorente. So if that didn't, I think if you had to watch it like that.
I don't watch the one on Fred.
Yeah, because Fred moved into Ilanga's running speed, running.
All I
thing.
know,
So,
all I know that
Fred
ref
Ragek-
was none we are told today.
Yeah, you're first terrible.
Trash today.
Yeah,
Nigel saying observation. We tuck in to narrow on the we tuck
Yeah,
Tuck
but I
in
guess-
narrow
guess-
on defense.
yeah.
It was
Yeah, but I
that's
guess
what we
that
were
was a
talking about
defender to the
earlier. He's
goal.
correct.
Yeah.
Let me just get through the comments, guys. Right. Christian also saying here, hey, when the ball went wide, Ilanga and Lodi was next to each other. when the ball crossed Lodi and in the box and Ilanga on top of. Also, Ilanga did come back then. All right.
And I mean, me see Langa come back
I
and
didn't see Alanga at all.
We probably had to watch that back. We probably had to watch that
I had
back.
to watch
didn't
that
see
back.
that
I didn't
at
see
all.
that.
Nikki on the inside, good night to you, buddy. Say I'm too upset to listen to you guys tonight. Sorry, but still, yeah, man. We appreciate it. We understand. We understand.
Totally understand.
But there's a therapy session for you too. So days where you have to come and blow up that sleep.
Yeah, true that,
This is
true
where you have
that.
to come and blow up that sleep.
Well,
True
we
that.
suffered together, yes?
True
I
that.
was over here.
True.
Maguire was
well,
actually in the middle, in the midfield.
In the midfield end.
Tracking.
Yeah.
Jody saying here on the goal, Ilanga looked like Rashford not running back and defending. Save me about he being on the ground because he was on top of the 18-yard box jogging. Young 19-year-old. Ian Ramkar Singh, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, right? He said we're just not good enough.
100% with you, dear pal. 100%.
That's all. That is all it boils down to, you know.
Yeah.
He
We
said
just
when
not
you
good
see
enough.
Yeah.
Simeon saying here when you see Maguire, you know that ball on the offside shot we're talking about. Ian also saying here our midfield players only passing to the side and backwards. Only when Matic came in, he was playing the ball forward.
Nah,
Nah.
Scott was playing some foul
yeah,
balls, man.
Yeah, but still,
man.
we create nothing.
We ain't
To
creating
me,
nothing at all.
the only thing we created for me is in the first half when Ilanga had the chance that would have come off
Yeah,
up
the
head.
keeper had,
Yeah.
Nah,
Right?
Bruno gave somebody a chance.
But that was after the goal, chef. That was after the goal scored.
When
was
Sancho,
after the
the
goal?
chance Sancho,
Yeah.
when the chance Sancho would have gotten.
No. Bruno, but the shot that Bruno took that he took a minute before the first half ended. That was the
Right,
second shot we
yes.
had on target for the entire first half.
Yeah.
Ilanga miss was from who cross? That was Ronaldo cross? Bruno cross.
Yeah. Kristen saying here you cannot play possession football and don't have a CDM. When we have the ball and knocking McTominay and Fred pushing real high, and when we lose the ball, the midfielder, and when we lose the ball, right, McTominay more than Fred because McTominay likes to jog back, boy, and I don't understand why he just do that, boy. You can see when Matic play, he stays center. So
This is
a
a man who know football.
Oh God, hey, Chef, did you say for ask who's playing that ball?
He's singing better now. He's singing better now. Like he went and read the book.
Chef, yeah, easy there, boy. Hey,
He's singing better now, man.
That comment there, that's how City beat us. You see
Yes.
that fighting
yeah.
putting the ball over Scott? That's how they beat us.
Scott
I wouldn't say that men figure out Sancho talk. Nah. Bruh. We as somebody said, we know Sancho is kind of obvious. Sancho is one of the players to mark on the team. But to me, Sancho just wasn't willing today as other games to take on players. Most times Sancho get the ball, he was playing it back.
If he did that, then we'd have called him Rashford 2.0.
You can't be going against. You can't be trying to be 3
Yeah, if we did that, then we'd have called him Rashford 2.0 because he'd have been when he
No man, but I understand what you're saying, but it had times today I find he was playing a little coward, man, and I like Sancho.
Sancho, like watch Sancho versus Spurs and Sancho today. Not the same Sancho.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. Bro. Nico, I understand what you're saying. Listen, I don't get on a player at times when he take on the opposition, because there are times for that. But Marcus Rashford will watch 4 men in front of him and try to get through him, and then stand up like a deer in head when he lost the ball.
A deer in headlights.
I'm so fed up with that boy, yeah.
You see, I was listening to Vibe 5 this week with Rio, and what he was saying about Rashford, he said what they see Sancho need to improve is to keep it simple. Rashford needs to get back to basics. He needs to get back to basics. Rio talk about how Rashford used to be one of the players tracking everything. He running, fighting for everything, and now he's not doing that. And I noticed that with him, like Rashford just walking around the pitch It's like he
Yeah.
lose the hump.
He don't track back at all. At
Right
all.
in front of him and right in front of him, and he would be walking back.
Yeah, he lose. It's
don't-
like he lose the
Forget
hunger for
tracking
the
back.
game or something.
Yeah, he lose that drive.
he lose it.
Because
And then this is the same players will come.
So
This is the same players will come and talk about how he not getting enough playing time and maybe it's time to talk about contract. Boy, go your way now, boy.
Yeah, Ralph say. Yeah, what Ralph say. Ralph
But
say.
here's
Leave.
the funny part, right? Because I think most of us were looking forward to Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford linking up because how they are friends in the English squad. Yeah, Rashford was injured for the first month or so, and Jadon Sancho was getting his footing. But this is the best time for Marcus Rashford to be getting
To kick in.
because Jadon Sancho is doing bits right now.
Yep.
But Marcus
I wonder if
was gonna say
Sancho
Marcus
getting
Rashford.
more paid by and Rashford toted.
Nah.
You got
Nah.
Jadon Sancho and you got the future Prime Minister of Britain. Never.
Nah. Jadon is making about like 150, 160. Rashford close to 2.
And I say, well, Rashford toting to Sancho come because
Rashford toting because he getting one.
But what I just saying here, right? Because on a real, right? On a real, you know what really going on with Rashford? Do you all really think? And yes, I know them fellas as professionals and blah 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 rubbish, right? But do you all think that the fact that Ragnick is not a permanent fixture in terms of, you know, for long term, in terms of coaching, do you all think Rashford probably just realized that it's now working with Ralph and I will just wait it out, you know. I will just wait it out until
how you could say it's not working with Ralph.
it's not working with Ralph for him. I mean for him.
But if you're not even giving a what how does it work?
No, well, he realized because remember in the earlies, Ralph was playing him regular, and then he started to get dropped, and he just, well, you know what?
But he wasn't
2
playing
months again,
nothing.
2 months again, and whatever.
It was a
But Dan,
ask yourself why Rashford got dropped in the first place because he wasn't.
thank you.
Playing a set of nonsense and you want to
Is
play.
that certain? He was playing under Ole. Nonsense too. There's a reason. Listen, Ralph come in December?
Yeah.
Right. It had months before that, you know. Marcus Rashford has been woefully out of form. Okay, so the first excuse was he went and do surgery and he came back not fit. Okay. Then he got injured. Then I think he get COVID. Then is the girl. Then he and the girl make back. Then Dan. What is this? This is football or Young and Restless?
or Royal Palmerston or some shit like that, man.
Yeah, man. Oh gosh.
Here going on, right? And that's why I'm so disappointed in Marcus Rashford, right? Remember when we were going into the 90th minute versus West Ham? You know who scored the winner? Marcus Rashford. You trying to tell me that sort of momentum and that sort of blood rush could not have propelled you to kick on and have a good season?
And I think he scored like in 2 games in a row or something.
He scored 2 games in a row.
Started him off.
He got a few starts and he went back to playing nonsense.
Yeah.
That boy just seems so. Some people start to say that maybe it's too much on his plate. Listen to me. I just want something to be clear. You could do what off the field. First and foremost, you are a football player. So you could feed the whole of Africa. I don't care. I care when you put on your boots and you come in on Old Trafford in front of fans to watch. That Marcus Rashford is just out. The boy seems so like he don't want to be there.
I'm looking worse than baby. Why?
Not that bad. No.
Yes,
not bad.
I agree with Lion. I agree with Lion, boy.
Rashford is not doing anything right.
No. All you really watch how Rashford playing, like serious stuff.
In Spain,
Yeah.
Baby does still play?
Miles out.
Sancho
Yeah,
is not
I was
making no
surprised too.
350K.
I was surprised too.
Sancho
Wow.
making 350K? Nah.
Nah, he ain't making
I
Nah.
tell you, if that's true, that's why
About that.
Rashford will be toting. Rashford watching him man money.
300.
No, but
Nah.
but Ali, hear
Rashford watching
him
him man
out,
money.
right?
And
Yeah,
top right,
true,
wait,
true,
and on
true.
top right, the man take your position too because you know
No, but
Rashford
he-
like to
Ale-
play down the left.
But
Ali,
actually, he had taken position. He longer taking position.
Yo, this guy
Yeah,
is
he making
right.
tricky.
Jadon Sancho is on 350.
Yeah, yeah, they making
What? Holy shit. I did not know
No,
that.
So
Ali,
imagine. All right, stop.
Rashford making 200.
no, but Rashford, remember Rashford renewal up closer. So I mean,
So Olia, let's ask ourselves this, right?
The man toting by.
If men getting 350, 200,000 and playing all that kind of shit, what what is their motivation?
Jadon Sancho is the third highest player in Manchester United. Holy shit.
Behind the hair and Papa.
And Ronaldo.
Or, sorry, I forget Ronaldo.
but Alia, hear me.
He toting by. He toting.
But hear me.
Rashford toting. Now he want to leave. Just so
No,
he
but
come
hear
on
this.
leaving.
Hear this, Alia.
But
hear
then-
this.
But then
Yes.
we want him to leave.
No, but Alia, just hear me out now, you right? And the reason why I asked the question, and I know I can't remember who asked the question. Right, Nigel, right? Now, remember under Ollie, Rashford was
A favorite.
yes, and Rashford was allowed to play his game. You know, even though we would have talked about here his performance being masked by the statistics, right? The goals and the assists, whatever and whatever. But coming into, and we always talk about Rashford not, suffering from proper coaching, right? Coming under Ralph came in with a system, and the players have to work in this system, right? Rashford realized that here what's going on. I am being left behind because this is the first time after just actually thinking, because we just always talk about Rashford decision making and he thinking, right? And he realized he been left behind, and he just calculating in his mind, well, hey, here what's going on, right? And I know again, I drop in a team. These fellas are professionals; they're not supposed to do that, right? So I'm not making an excuse, but just throwing out these thoughts here, right? Ralph not here for much longer, right? So let me bide my time. Let me play my bit part, wherever, because it's a walk-in for me, right?
In a World Cup year,
It's a walk-in for me. No, I mean,
In a World
it's
Cup
not
year?
working for him. What it is Ralph asking of Rashford is not working for him.
Reem,
Right? Whether
Reem,
structure Ralph put in place, it's not
Reem,
working on
that-
that. Because I am seeing Marcus
Reem,
Rashford's body language, and
Reem,
telling me that
in
this
a
man
World
give up.
Cup,
What
in a
other
World
reason
Cup
he will give up
year.
for?
So I got slightly agree and disagree with Chef because a lot of kids who follow the English national team are looking forward to Marcus Rashford, and Gareth Southgate isn't that stupid to leave for Marcus Rashford. I don't care how much. I don't care
What?
how poor of
Nah,
He can get dropped by.
left home by.
He
But
can get
here's the
dropped
thing,
by.
Well, again,
That-
Rashford going still,
Rashford-
boy.
Rashford not
Rashford going
Rashford
still.
not making that. Rashford is
Yeah,
not
but
making
even
that
if he
side.
go-
And if he make
even
that
if he
side,
go-
he benching.
He ain't no sweat.
He's
He
still
ain't no
going.
sweat.
No,
He's
That's
still
like-
going.
You see
If
the
Marcus
still going.
If
That's
Marcus
how he
Rashford
rose.
goes-
That's how
if
he
Marcus
rose, he
Rashford
ain't
goes
no
to the
sweat.
World Cup, if Marcus Rashford goes to the World Cup, he's not starting. But kids who follow the English national team are looking forward to seeing Marcus Rashford, just like how Brazilian up and coming kids are looking forward to seeing the likes of Neymar, just like how French
Well,
up
they
and
look
coming
at the
kids
see
are
them
looking
play
forward
on
to
the
seeing
field.
Mbappe.
They look at the see them sitting on the bench.
So you
It
telling
don't
me
matter. It don't matter.
I mean that doesn't matter.
You have
If my
stuff
hero,
that
if I'm a
whole
hero
form.
and he ain't playing,
you have food
how this night
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Once you're
Is
on
that
that
too
bench,
much?
once you're on that bench, that means you have a chance to get onto the
All
team.
right.
If you're not on the
So
team, you
so
can't
let
play.
but so all right. So think about it, right? Let me think about that English side. Number one, he's not going to be starting or playing as the center forward. So he's going to be playing a wing attack.
But Chef,
Done.
look at an example of the Euros. Rashford getting his sweat.
no.
Yeah,
Dan,
he got
because-
sweat. He
thank
got sweat.
you.
Sweat.
Oh, you remember the excuse, Lion? You remember the excuse was he was injured?
Injured what?
And you're
Thank you.
That's
And
a
just
way-
what?
And
That
he puts
can't be
up
injured on
that
your league team.
surgery for
No.
after the Euros.
Dan, Sterling is starting in England side before Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, but that's given. Yeah.
Sancho is starting before Marcus Rashford.
Saka,
Mount,
Saka, yeah.
Mount,
Foden.
Foden,
Foden,
Even Jack
Harry Kane,
Jack Grealish.
Jack. Thank you. So what are you telling me about boy?
I'm gonna make an extra
Rashford?
spot for he going.
I don't see
again,
Rashford
tired.
making that side.
Marcus
Rashford might
Rashford
go in.
is
That's
going
not
from hell
bad.
or high water. The man going with England,
Hey,
boy.
he ain't going nowhere if he continues.
Chef.
So.
Boy, he ain't going
I
that
think,
place.
I think
He could feel. He could feel the whole. He could feel the whole of England, Wales, and Scotland. He ain't going that place.
I can tell you why also Marcus Rashford going, right? Because when Marcus Rashford was feeding the children, likes of Barack Obama and a good set of other celebrities were praising this guy,
That
right?
is
Now
saying
imagine these
nothing,
same,
boy.
All this Nico, all this
imagine these same
naive boy.
celebrities watching the World
Dog,
Cup
I
and
want
England
That's 15
playing.
minutes past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Before seeing Marcus Rashford.
That's
That-
for what he
that-
did as a
15
humanitarian, not for on the pitch.
But
That
no,
15
That-
minutes gone.
Going.
It had
Island, that's
nothing.
it. That's all they
That
all
it had nothing to do.
You
All
feel
this
That
still
all I am
feel
saying.
that they have nothing to do with it.
All I am
That
saying
died
is
down
in
now.
a.
This is not FIFA. This is real life. Marcus Rashford is going. If it was
You
FIFA,
feel
I
about
got
All I am saying in a World Cup, let me just go back to that point, that conspiracy remake. In a World Cup year, men looking to impress. So you had to be playing ball. Especially when there's so much competition around you, especially when you now come from a Euros where you get a kobo. So you telling me now that you in what you're making a good salary?
You regress.
What
From the
what
Euros.
what more you want to motivate you?
But here's the
Man,
thing.
he ain't going to
The
place.
same England squad that was at the Euros going to the World Cup this year. So Marcus Rashford
Nah.
is playing.
Nope.
Alright,
That plenty on that side not going.
Nah.
Like who?
Alright,
Calvert-Lewin not going
Why
nowhere.
am I
Calvert-Lewin
even
not going
making
again.
Harry Maguire, all that talk, Harry Maguire and bound to make England side.
Nah,
They're
he
real
making that
talk.
side.
No.
He making
Nope.
that side.
Captain of Manchester United, a defender, you have to go, boy. You have
He
to
making
go.
that side. Maguire making
They
that
will
side.
put-
Baba.
They will
I
faster
have a-
put Harry Kane to captain that side. Watch and see something.
Harry
Harry
Kane,
Kane
Harry,
captain.
Harry Kane can't speak English, so no. You put him in front of a microphone, he can't speak English. Harry Maguire is going to make the squad.
But that Harry Maguire much better. You know?
Harry Maguire making that squad, but I have a question about Rashford.
So they're trying to tell me because
Rashford are making that side.
Obama endorsed Rashford. He
Yeah.
went on World
Nah,
Cup.
but I'd be
About Obama.
He said that every
Obama?
Saturday. Oh,
Obama couldn't even do nothing for black Americans, but we about Obama. Obama goes so about Obama. But
Let me just get some of the comments here
nothing.
so that we could wrap up the show today.
Kenton want Maguire back.
Look, look. Kurt actually talk sense.
But Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford don't play the same
They're
position.
different
So.
positions. They're different positions.
Nah, boy. They will put him in front of Rashford.
Squad, dog. He can but space in the squad. Yeah.
Dan. And Jude coming right Manchester United just now. Watch and see.
Please, I tell him he stay far. Stay far.
Yeah, but he stay far.
Come on, United and spoil football.
Don't get me wrong. I got a slight feeling that Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham might be Manchester United players. I got a slight feeling.
A feeling. When is Kane that man contract? He had a 10-year contract or
And
when
I think they renewed that contract about two
big one,
years.
6-year contract.
Dan,
Yeah.
what proper thinking agent will make a man sign a 6-year contract, boy?
Spurs on it.
Let me throw something here since we're talking about Kane. If you bring in Kane, you'll bring Son.
No.
I say Son.
Dan, you see what you just said there? I have been saying I prefer rundown Son than Kane.
Son is the best player on Tottenham team.
Nah, Kane real bad all here.
But the connection, no,
Kane bad, but dog, you see this? Yes, because you know why Son does just come and do he work. He don't complain. He don't do. And that's Asian players and the whole.
Here's the
But
thing.
Son is a
Here's the
real
thing.
talented player.
Here's the thing, the whole infrastructure and board at Manchester United still think that all of the top English players must come from Manchester. That's the mentality we have right now. Hence why we got Harry Maguire instead of Koulibaly from Napoli or even
Ruben
Liverpool
Neves.
defender now.
No,
right?
Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz,
Ruben Diaz.
that is why.
Yeah.
So we would rather go for a likes of Harry Kane, who's English, than like Erling Haaland, right? Or even a Robert Lewandowski, right? Even though he's 33, he's still banging in goals, right? But
Yeah,
we would
but
rather
Harry
have
Kane. Harry
we-
Kane ain't bad.
no, Harry Kane is not bad, but we still have the mentality that the English starting lineup, we want at least half or three quarters of that team to be coming from
A long
Manchester
time thing.
United.
Nah, that long time
Yeah.
thing.
But what other thing?
Yeah,
What other
that's
thing?
it.
That still exists. That still
I think
exists.
they were planning
That-
for Brexit.
that-
Brexit.
Day is
Yeah,
gone.
I think
That's what-
Brexit still
that was
a part to
You
play in
think
that.
you think Pep Guardiola and your
Pep care about that because them had them
Pep-
had the money and then splashing the money to them.
Pep don't care about that.
Not only that,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
care about
Man City don't have that kind of culture too.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Why?
There's a good point.
If Marcus Rashford does make that side, he ain't going and play a game.
No, but this is our next good point here because to what I was saying. So if now Ralph Bossett, the new manager coming in the new next season from June to this November, we could see a different Rashford. If that is how he thinking,
We
we could see a different Rashford.
You can see him in
So
the-
because remember December is when World Cup playing in all year.
You want
Right.
to hear
It have-
the three
It have Viagra to make you play better footballer.
No, but you understand what I'm saying, chef. You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying.
Because no, I understand fully. Because you trying to tell me this man who played all this bag of lal right now, when I come out in June and just turn into the amazing Mumford,
Watch
nonsense.
me. Listen, before, let me tell you something, chef, right? And I mean, this is not me defending Marcus Rashford,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to get it to see what could possibly be the issue. Because just before Mourinho left, Rashford was playing one pack of rubbish. Pogba was playing rubbish. Marcel was playing Marcel was playing good on that when before Mourinho left, right?
Keep on going with what you're saying, partner. Continue the thread. Rubbish. Don't stop.
No, but hear me. And then from the time Ollie came in, all these guys started to look different, right? So what I'm saying is sometimes you don't know what a manager could do that will
Reem?
impact on a player differently.
Reem?
That's all I'm saying, you know.
Here's what I say to that
we could
statement,
see a
right?
different Marcus Rashford come
Here's
June
what I am saying to that statement, Reem.
but hear me
You
out,
see
hear
them
me out.
names you call?
We could see a different Marcus Rashford after a summer break, right?
Reem?
Then
You
he
see them
come in
names you call?
refreshed with a new manager, right? All I say.
Schedule for
I
brain
I just want to deal with that statement, you know me. Reem, you see them names you call? Any of them names played consistently good?
Martial.
Hey, let me continue. Let me get some comments. Let me get some.
Chef, I get your point.
I done.
I get your point, Chef.
That's my point, exactly that. Because it's consistency that's kill United.
Yeah.
And this is what
But that's
I
the
keep
case
on
for
saying.
everybody,
though.
you know. That's the case for everybody, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And this is what I'm saying is the difference between average, good, and world class. Consistency.
Yeah.
And Manchester right now only have average to good. Then how much world class, and to win trophies, you have to have world class players to very good. And we don't have that right now.
All right. So, fellas, here we're going on, right? We had to wrap it. But
Yeah.
we have in closing thoughts, right? And I want to ask earlier, right? Where do we go from here? Because we out of Champions League, we risking top 4. You know, people making fun of us and you know, talking Europa Conference League, Europa League. Chances are we might even be in Europe. Where do we go from here? So I'll take it from JP.
Well, I think now is the right time for for the club to start to make moves early. We know the position, we're in the Champions League.
Agreed.
Arsenal looking likely to get top four over us. Tottenham not far behind, and the way we playing, we had a count out top four. So the club
Yep.
should start to be thinking, new manager, who out of contract, who leaving the club, and
Yep.
who coming into the club. That is, to me, that is now is the perfect time after this Champions League exit to say we planning for next season one time. This season done. It's done. And I prefer if we end up with no European football.
Yeah.
I prefer we drop all the way down and do like an Arsenal and rebuild, because that's what Arsenal do. And you see new youths coming in, and if we could get some experienced players to work with some youths, build up the team, move forward from there.
Yeah, yeah. Kristen saying here, if we get Eric, it could. You want to revive Hala.
But then we talking about the
Like that.
everybody's here or
Like
whatever they
that.
call it.
You
So
can't, yeah. Like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
Nico,
know
go through now.
the young and all them fellas and them lighting up the Dutch league, and when they come in the Premier League, you know where they're doing. But similar to JP boy, you know what I mean? Yeah, what everything JP says is the same thing. Next. no, for real, because the season over. The season over.
Boy, I
you know
so
what I mean?
Nico, boy, I so feel, yeah.
Yeah, and then too, you don't have the confidence in the team now. You know, I think the confidence we had in the team has been sucked out of us, that we don't even believe that we can make the top four. And any game we go into, we're not even sure. All right, Watford at home, they beat us
Yeah.
up bad.
Yep.
We can't beat Watford. We cannot beat Watford, who are the bottom of the league, who everybody else beating 3 and 4-0.
And dominating them, eh?
And then we want to come and beat Atletico Madrid at home. We had to be joking,
Wicked.
kidding myself. We kidding
Wicked.
myself, to be honest. Right? So again, time to prepare for next season. Yeah.
Talk to my lion. If I don't know if you're echoing JP and Nico or you have something new to add.
Yeah, but where do we go from here? The season, to me, I was looking at the last set of fixtures, and we have like a month and 1 day or something like that.
Yeah, before we play again.
Because we have no more games for this month.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank
As far as
God.
I see it, our destiny is not in our hands. We cannot depend on anybody to do any favors, because
Yep.
those teams that have games in hands, like Arsenal, and they're already on top of us, they are in form. So I honestly do not see top four. I would like to get top four, but I do not see it. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get it. And I think, as JP and Nico said, from now we're supposed to be looking to sign a manager, make an agreement at least for the end by the end of April.
Announcements.
Yeah, and start. But I think that's the plan from what I'm reading. I think the plan is from now they're starting
Yeah.
to see and make agreements. I do not want Pochettino.
No.
If we could take Chelsea coach from that ship, that sinking ship, it would do two things for me.
He's a one goal specialist too. He's a one goal specialist too.
No, but he did a lot for Chelsea in a short space of time. He transformed them in like a week time.
For sure.
That'll do two things for me. We'll have a good manager. We'll play more structured football. I mean, under Ralph, we're not bad, but he would make some signings to suit his style. And
remember he buy back Lukaku, eh?
Well, that was.
I don't think that was too cool. I don't think
that wasn't his buy.
That's a board buy.
That was buy.
That was a board buy.
And I don't think so. No, I disagree with that.
You see how easy you drop Lukaku?
Yeah,
that wasn't his buy.
No. Let me tell you why. Werner was in number 9 for Chelsea last season. Werner was getting chances upon chances, and he was not converted. Right? And he said, yeah, what? If I get Lukaku in this team with the chances we're creating, we will score a lot of goals. So I thinking that was Tuchel buy. Yeah,
but
all Chelsea needed. from last season was a
finisher. Yeah.
a finisher. So
Yeah.
that
Thank
was
God they, thank God they didn't get that.
Somebody without a Timberland boots. But yeah, it would the second thing it would do for me is rub salt in the Chelsea fan wounds. Because I know even though they're talking big now, oh, only out of Champions League. Today I tell one of them, I say we might have to get 2-point taxi to send all their players to leave. They currently afford to go there. And the man sent my article as the equator taking money out of his pocket for them to travel. I said, I'm at match side on they play now. You better, chef, you better organize a match with Chelsea, yes? Because that match team.
I sure we could play better than Manchester United.
Yeah, but as I was saying, this season is a wrap for me. I don't expect anything more. I love my team. I will look at the games, but I don't expect anything coming from the last few games because even though Everton going down, Everton going and come and give me a round two.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the culture of Manchester United now.
Sadly.
Until we ship out probably 9-10 players and we change around the culture again. I wish we could sell everybody.
Yeah.
And start to be a salary.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Except the here. I keep in my keeper.
Yeah, no, I could go to. Honestly.
What's my no because I really checking. I going through as Lion talking and I going through his squad and say, well, who else will keep other than
the
here, boy? You know,
Get how much?
I think we need to move on from him eventually too.
I can't come up with nobody.
Bye.
Pack all of them out and send all that ship over all of them.
Done. But I am anyhow.
Right?
Phil, talk to me.
Well, the season is over, and the letter of the night is R, because we're seeing Old Trafford is going to experience it in terms of refurbishing and renovation, and the team got to experience another R, which is a revamp, revival, restart, reset, rejuvenation, all the above, right? And I've been numb this entire season, and I'm dead serious. I'm ready for World Cup 2022. I am, right? It's funny because the three potential managers that could be taking part or could be in the hot seat come next season all got knocked out within the space of a week. That's Poch, that's Ralph, and that's Ten Hag. All got knocked out within the space of a week. So who knows?
Wait,
right?
Ajax come and lost today?
Yeah.
1-0.
Ajax got knocked out 1-0 by Benfica. Same result as us.
Yeah.
Same result as us.
I was so annoyed me even watch other scores.
So yeah. But no, man, the 2021-2022 season for me, it's over. This top 4, even top 5 is out of our hands. We gotta hope and pray that Arsenal and Spurs drop points, but the way Arsenal looking, it doesn't look that way. Spurs is another inconsistent team, so maybe we can make the top 5.
Arsenal have a tough schedule though.
Yeah, Arsenal got Liverpool tomorrow, and most of the bookies are saying that it could be a draw. Most back then, most would have written off Arsenal.
Forget that.
Where City dropped points yesterday?
Forget that.
Where City dropped points yesterday?
Forget
I can't in two minds about that because Arsenal playing football.
Arsenal playing good, but Liverpool smelling blood.
Liverpool. Right now, you see Pep after that game yesterday. Pep looking worried.
I'm telling you, Liverpool.
Yeah, but in tomorrow's game, both managers have something to play for. Right now, Arsenal want that top 4. Liverpool want to make up ground on City, so it could be a very interesting game tomorrow. As for Manchester United, boy, looking forward to the summer to see who will bring in and also ship out. And we move.
Yeah.
Chef, land the plane.
Party done.
Yeah.
I hope we drop to about 8. No, and real talk, and not even and all kicks. I hope we drop to about 8th place, so we will be out of all European football. I don't want to hear nothing about no. Where's the nonsense one?
Conference
Confederation.
League.
Conference League.
League.
Conference League.
You see them. You see them kind of semi-pro football. The one in Europe. The one to send me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Men got to travel to Scandinavia and
You
Guatemala.
understand? What kind of
Guatemala?
country? What kind of country that I can barely pronounce?
And
And cold. And nah, forget that nonsense. So let me drop to about 8. Let me get rid of all them men. You see, men, there is nobody who's out of contract this season supposed to get re-signed. None of them. Let Pogba go. Let Lingard go. Let Rashford go. Let all of them go. Bring in. I, as a fan, and I saying this, I am willing to see our youths and them get the chance to play, and we build with a few good players around them. But it's time to let them go now. I honestly don't think Ralph will be the coach. So get a coach that could build youths and build a proper standard of football, and we move on. But as far as I'm concerned, I just like an abused person. I'm going to continue to support my team. But the season done.
You was going to say some, Phil?
Now I was going to say, give it till maybe the end of April when we'll probably have a new manager announced. Unofficial,
Yeah.
but we'll see. End of April.
Yeah. I would really like if Manchester would, for once, take a big page out of Bayern Munich,
Yes.
book, and do business early.
Yeah.
Who is this clown about Ronaldo out? Boy, go square.
Sure,
Dan,
thanks for joining. Thanks for
Ronaldo
joining.
walked today?
He's saying here the team has fragmented from the
What's
day he
that?
walked in.
I seen United page just moved from rating Ronaldo on the weekend. So
Yeah.
today he back to being the problem.
Dan, people so fickle, eh? Real talk now.
Gosh,
Because
Dan.
you know we didn't even talk about it. Men find Ronaldo play nonsense today.
No.
Dan, Ronaldo walk.
Ronaldo was all over. Ronaldo was actually all over the
he
pitch
didn't
today.
get much of the ball too. There wasn't putting the ball to him, man.
How much touches Cavani got when he came on?
Cavani played?
None.
Oh, thanks.
I thought he went on vacation.
I tell man Cavani got more vacation days than goals.
Yeah. And we will continue to beg him to stay until Ralph make her out. Ralph make her real out. He begged the wrong person. Anyway.
But it's not different. It's not different room right now with Marcel and Cavani in terms of injury
I
record.
didn't call no names to nobody. I just saying he
just
begged
saying.
the wrong person.
Reem.
In terms of injuries,
You Reem is one wicked man here.
and the availability to play right now is the same. It's
Yep.
the same exact thing.
Yep.
I don't care.
Martial Younger.
I don't care. I don't
And
care.
Martial Younger.
I don't
Nah,
care.
but there's no way Manchester could bring back Cavani for next season. I know.
Nah,
that.
yeah, definitely.
Not
So I give him for the last comment here. He said, "Don't get frustrated, chef."
Boy, that
Yeah.
long pass.
Yeah. Anyway, guys,
That long
so
pass.
it was some good therapy, you know, a laugh, you know, and that was good. It's always good to bring some laughter, even though when I'm done, I'm gonna be thinking back about the game and that kind of thing. But I mean, whatever, right? It was also good to have JP on the inside, man. We do,
Yeah, brother. Nice coming on, JP.
appreciate.
Yeah, man, it was nice.
It was nice having you on the inside, man. So we hope we could have you on in the future as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Anytime.
Yeah, because he was on with a star-studded panel.
Yeah,
right?
man, yeah. They bring out the full team for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
So when we on again earlier, or let's say we are playing for 2 weeks.
Thank God we on a vacation.
What date? Let me check the date quick and see.
Hey,
And who it is? Leicester? Leicester.
where's the latest? Where's the latest with Greenwood?
Greenwood. We miss him. April 2nd.
Nothing?
April 2nd.
April
still,
2nd?
I feel
um,
I feel they're going to tell him to sit out the season and next season bring
Again?
him back.
So this season
That's
again.
yeah. He not gonna play for the rest of the season. He not gonna play for
He's
the rest
not
of the
gonna play.
season.
They will bring him back next season. Only
But
remember when all the
that's still
bacchanal that
pending.
happened.
That's still
Huh?
pending. That's still pending on what we're going on in the courts.
Yeah, for them
Boy,
to bring
that's
him back.
done.
No, but
That's
chef,
done?
for them to bring him back.
Done.
No, that's it done. It's it done.
Nah.
It gone quiet.
That-
But for them to bring him back, he have to. The court had to throw that matter. You know, that matter had to get
Publicly.
sorted. Yeah, they had to
Publicly.
get sorted. As long as it is where it is right now, Mason Greenwood can't play no football.
Nah, he can't play no football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything
I
is
hope-
quiet right now, and that's a helping nothing for him.
Yeah, but I ain't seeing that go get thrown.
Really hope so.
Well, let me hope so.
Greenwood
Let me
safe.
hope so. Because, I mean, as much as Greenwood was frustrating, we on the field, he
I just
have
hope-
an element to him where that we
I
want.
just hope-
for some of these games, but
I just hope while he getting he enforced vacation, he going and playing nurse and doctor with nobody else's daughter.
Boy,
Them don't learn, you know.
Not to interrupt, right? But Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Erling Haaland, all out to the Champions League.
Wow.
All of them.
yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey,
guys,
and here,
so-
and you know what?
And Fred.
I had none of them in fantasy. No, I had Haaland.
Right on Marcus Rashford.
No, but guys, Lion, when it is you say was the next game? When?
It was second.
April 2nd.
April 2nd. Wait, sir. Anyway, I could watch Sevilla. Anyway, so guys,
Our international break, I think, right?
right?
Yeah,
yes.
One thing, shameless plug. April 2nd and 3rd, chef having his barbecue rabbit, barbecue lobster would be on the menu. So
Uh-huh.
y'all shout, yep.
Why didn't say that before I leave? Because I can't be there.
So yeah, no, serious thing. So
Nice.
I'll check my on my
Second,
page.
April the 2nd.
Yep.
Where's the name of your page? Where's the name of your page, chef?
Well, Damian Charles, or check it out at Asia Catering Services. Lunch and Catering Services. Instagram, Facebook.
Nice.
When
nice.
you done cut the first batch, FedEx them to Canada.
Say no more.
All right, guys.
Nice
So we'll be
one.
back again here in April.
Yep.
All right. So, guys, see you all on the next one. It was nice.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.